Hi, everybody. My name is John DePietro, class valedictorian. Yeah, right, class valedictorian. So, I'm at Assumption, and I have some very extinguished friends that have come with me because we're talking about reunion time. So, here's what we did. We went back into the archives. Actually, I found an old Foot Locker, and I found this thing called the Orientation Guide in September 1968. And to help me share some of these ideas, I have Bob Hunter here, and Neil Burgess is here. So why don't you guys come here, and we're gonna talk about some things. Hunty, take a look at that. What do you remember about that weekend, that first weekend we were here?
Well, I keep saying that. Well,
Yeah,
first I
I'll
remember
sit here
Friday
for a second.
night.
Tell me if we're all on the camera.
I remember Friday night with my roommate O'Connell.
We're doing this with no help. Okay, we all in?
Hunty's just barely in.
Oh,
Okay, move it back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember Friday night with my roommate Tom O'Connell and how he went through a case of beer on that one night alone. So that was my memorable
Now
weekend.
he is deceased, and we're sorry
May
about
he rest
that.
in peace.
May he rest in peace. But he could drink.
I bet him $5 he couldn't thread a needle in 30 seconds, and he did after drinking 24 beers.
You remember him?
Tom O'Connell? Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he pee out the window, or he pee in a wastebasket?
No, he peed on Dickens's brother.
Oh, jeez. Who was passed out?
No, his brother was asleep. I was gone for the weekend.
Okay.
And
So
Dickens's brother stayed with us.
so there's opening day, and then we have baccalaureate, which was the night before. So we've got 4 years and a ton of memories. So we found some old provocateurs. Neil, read that out loud.
Against seniors.
No.
Girls triple in new dorms. Oh, boy. Tomorrow, SPPC decides against seniors on 6-4 vote.
We don't know what it's about, but remember when we all got tripled up
Oh, yeah.
because the girls showed up
Yeah.
and the dorms weren't done?
Actually, I was in the quadruple room anyway.
Oh, that's right. You combined two singles, right?
Right.
So, did you guys put a bed over the doorway?
No.
Who was
no,
that?
We had
Timmy?
two bunks.
Somebody else did
Two
that,
bunks. So the other room was the study
lounge.
room or the lounge room?
Yep.
You put the bunks in one room.
Right.
Did you have a TV or anything?
No.
How about a refrigerator?
We had a refrigerator in the other room.
Was it a standard adult
No.
size refrigerator?
It was a short one.
Oh, okay. I thought didn't somebody have a room with a full size
Probably.
residential refrigerator?
Probably, yeah, might have.
Right.
So,
Okay.
can you remember who our valedictorian was?
Yeah.
Jimmy Matthews?
No.
Who?
It was Dave McCarthy.
Oh, was it?
Oh, was
okay.
it?
Oh,
I thought I was.
no, John. Trust me, you weren't.
Well, George Doyle said it. See, students run the world.
Okay.
And whatever. Okay, so the girls came sophomore year, and then Neil, you got some news from 1972. It's 50 years ago. Right? A class. Can you read?
I don't have my glasses.
Oh. Well, I have the first.
Oh, you have the
newsletter.
first edition. Okay.
I have the first edition of the class of '72, the last of the old regime, published by John DePietro in September of '72. Bob Austin's teaching English. Tom Bulpett is married to Katie McKenzie. Bullitt is living on Alvarado Avenue in Worcester. Neil Burgess is teacher coach. Jimmy Cecil spent the summer working in the Defense Department. Ray Hebert is also married.
And making candy.
Dave McCarthy's attending graduate school at Rice University.
I have some too. Lou Roscoe is attending Fairfield University grad school and is a substitute teacher in Berlin, Connecticut. Fran Romano has a teaching position in Walcott, Connecticut. Fran Romano is a MF Harmon
Oh,
is
yeah,
a theology teacher in Stanford
M.F.
Catholic
Harmon.
High.
He must be so excited. Remember, what was M.F. Harmon's claim to fame? What was he totally in love with?
the Packers.
The Green Bay Packers.
Right.
Okay. Oh, look it. Wedding bells are also ringing. So Ron, Micah, and Laura Cock. So and they're still married
Yeah.
because they were just on the video with us.
Yes, they are.
Right? Isn't that nice that we can say
And
somebody? Well, we're all still married to
And
the
they
original
are
people.
attending grad school in Washington, D.C.,
Yep. Along with.
along with Dean Willis and Stan Liss.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, holiday issue.
Holiday
Brashani.
issue.
Look at we got a note from Brashani. Read it out loud. Yeah.
I found that since
This is a
graduation,
note from
myself and
Brashani.
some of the other guys still here in Worcester are constantly reminiscing about the good old days. I thought it would be interesting if we could tell stories or events in the form of future newsletters and send it out to all of you. I'm sure that each one of you has an escapade in mind. So if you would like, write up a story.
But there's also probably several of us that have an escapade that we don't want mentioned publicly, right? Because look at when you analyze it, this is how you got around newsletters. Now it's video like this.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Neil.
Bob Austin, commonly known as Phil, is going to be married
Where the hell
this
did
summer. Anne-Marie Gillette is the other person involved in this marriage.
Jeanette?
Anne-Marie Jeanette, I'm sorry.
Where'd you read this?
Right here.
Okay. Joe Muro.
Joe Murrow. Huh. There's a name.
Oh, here's one.
Stoney. Yeah.
Tim Shea and Jack Taglia, another former roommate combo, are the last grads to enter the coaching ranks.
Latest grads.
Can't read. Shea is the Frosh basketball coach at Salem High, while Taglia is an assistant Frosh coach at Kennedy High in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Time up. Okay. Now, what happened? Flash forward about 40 years.
Tim Shea,
What happened to Tim Shea? What did he do?
he was a championship of a national championship girls Salem State
Yeah.
basketball team,
And what about the court at Salem State?
named after Timmy.
Okay, and how about Taglia?
Jack, very successful at Kennedy High in Waterbury. He too had the court named,
Oh, the gym.
the gym
You
named.
got the whole gym. Timmy only got the floor. Tag got the bleachers, the locker room, the PA system, the flags.
Yep.
Okay. So who knows the stuff that I wrote 50 years ago? Okay, well, go ahead.
No, you read it.
Hunter, you read that. Bob
Dustin.
Dustin.
Bob Dustin informed the newsletter that he's now working at Fort Devens for the Department of the Army as the base's educational coordinator. The Dustin said this is strictly a civilian position. Rod Garvin is swimming director at the Ionic Street Boys Club, while Mike Raymond holds the position of athletic director. Ray Seamard, more commonly known as Serge Savard,
Serge Savard.
Chris or Ray Seamard, sent this newsletter a very amusing letter recently. The Blackstone bomber is enjoying his teaching chores at Lunenburg High. The well-traveled Jack Brashani is still with Tom McCann, but at a new location. The former politician is now working in Leominster and hopes to be working the general offices soon.
Oh, he did. He made that transition to the general office. In all this time that you're reading this, this guy was running for president. Remember Eugene McCarthy running for president?
Yeah.
And I think he got beat by who? History major.
Nixon.
Who did McCarthy run against?
What year?
1968.
Oh, six, yeah. Well,
Nixon.
he got beat by
Richard Nixon. Okay.
But no, it was Humphrey ran against him.
Okay.
Humphrey ran against him
Oh, Humphrey?
in the final election.
Oh, but he got beat though.
Yeah, well, Humphrey did too, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh. So I think it's a bit too much, you know. So, wow, look at this. This is all from Jack. Wow.
Okay, I got a class meeting minutes of March 8th, 1971. Ready?
Yeah.
The meeting was called to order at 9:15 p.m. by President Jack Brashani. About 30 class members were in attendance. Michael Falsetti, chairman of the proposed student center, gave a progress report. He mentioned the type of facility that is planned, and a discussion followed on the legal and financial aspect of the venture. He noted that construction is expected to commence shortly. I can't believe I used that word. Student help is needed in carpentry and general work in order to cut down on expenses. An optimistic opening date is forecast for early May. John Gickness presented the state of affairs of the financially depleted SGA Social Committee. Now, Was Gickness ever charged with pilfering money from the social committee?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. He stated that if each of the each of the classes donates some money to the SGA, that a spring weekend is possible, although it would be on a smaller scale and less expensive to the students. The major differences would be substituting a semi-formal dance on campus for the traditional formal held at Pleasant Valley. The class voted to give $200 to the social committee. A series of parties will be held to raise money for spring weekend, the first one being this Sunday night. Discussion followed on both graduation and the yearbook. The yearbook, ladies and gentlemen. Hunty, what do you know about the Assumption College Class of 72 yearbook?
There isn't one.
Were you editor of that yearbook, Mr. Burgess?
Absolutely.
Okay. Many students had felt that it would be appropriate to have a different type of ceremony since we are the last all-male class. And as far as the yearbook goes, some students wanted to abolish it entirely, while others felt it would be beneficial to look into the possibility of producing a less elaborate issue. So they did produce a less elaborate issue, right, Mr. Hunter?
Yeah, really less. There was nothing.
None whatsoever. The two issues will be discussed. The meeting was adjourned at 9:55. Respectfully submitted me. So,
This is before spell check, John.
right, probably. So let's tell people about the update on the reunion. I'll get the memo. You can tell them about that, Auntie.
Here's a note, John, from your November issue of this. It says,
Or Neil, you do
reliable sources say Mike Falsetti is being drafted into the Army. However, nobody knows what country he's being drafted by.
So hopefully what we have done is jogged some of your memories, which we know have been fogged by hallucinatory stuff way back then, but had the 50-year period before it kicks in, right, Hunty?
Yep.
Okay. So we're looking at Friday, June 10, Saturday, June 11, and Sunday, June 12th, and Neil will read some of the
Whoa.
events that are going on.
Where are we?
So we just want to know about us. Friday night at where? The restaurant.
Friday night it's at Val's, which is about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from campus, up at the end of Salisbury Street in Holden.
And then there's some stuff on Saturday afternoon, and then a Saturday night dinner. Right, Neil?
Yes, Saturday night dinner here on campus. There's cocktails at 5 o'clock, and the meal, I think, is going to be at 6 o'clock. It will hopefully be an open bar, and hopefully everything goes well.
And hopefully we'll see everybody, right, Hunty?
As many people as possible.
Now, keep in mind that Mr. Hunter is the official class address getter.
Oh,
Okay, there's a new title for you. I really do nothing, but I make it look like I do something, and Neil comes up with great ideas like
We're going to have a Friday night. Hopefully, again, everyone or as many people as possible attend. We're going to have special guests appearing.
special guests. Huh? Should we?
Absolutely not.
Any hint?
Any hint?
If we say this, I'll bitch and bang for you.
Bust something for everyone.
Right. We can't, because we can't say balls on this video. Right. We can't say
Right.
bust balls
No.
because some people might be offended. But, Hunty, if they can't take a joke,
F them.
so watch your mailboxes for printed stuff. We understand there's some people that don't have email address. Hey, whatever it is. But look, we're going to have all this stuff on display. We've got old provocateurs. We've got, I even got here a letter I got being rejected from a job that I applied for. 2 of them, 2 rejection letters, because I saved all this stuff. Why I did, God only knows. And we'll have the Beach Boys there too. So what else? What else do we want to say before we close this video?
Go Greyhounds.
Oh, but call a friend, right?
Oh yeah, call your friends and make sure that if you want to see them there, make sure you call them because that's the best way to make sure they're there.
Yeah, and if you do have people that you'd really like to see, get in touch with one of us if possible, and we'll make sure or let that be known to the person that you're interested in attending.
Right. And if you think they're incarcerated somewhere, we have classmates that were in the FBI, and maybe we can.
And we know a judge, too.
Right, a judge. Right. And we can spring them for the weekend, right, Hunty?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else we want to say?
On good behavior.
Good
see
behavior.
See you on June 10th.
And 11th?
Well, the 10th, if they're there the 10th, I figure they'll be there the 11th.
Okay.
Go
And
Greyhounds.
that's the story. Go Hounds.